Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Modern Physique. My name is Daniel, and in this video, I'm going to show you how I lost over 80 pounds in just a little bit over a year. Very first thing that I started doing was obviously just make better choices with my food and actually start tracking the amount of calories and the amount of macros that I'm eating every single day. And when I first started, I had no idea about anything about fitness. So I just started learning, okay, so if I want to lose weight, what do I have to do? All right, it sounds basic, right? But pretty much what you have to do is, one, figure out how many calories you have to eat every single day just to survive. Meaning, how many calories is your maintenance calories in which you don't gain any weight and you don't lose any weight. Now, while there is more precise ways to figure this out, initially it's very, very simple. All I want you to do is get your current weight and multiply that by 15. Once you get that result, that should be a rough estimate of what your actual maintenance calories are. Now, disclaimer, you might have to adjust that in the first few weeks because this is just a general estimate. What you really have to do is monitor your body weight, eating at that amount of calories for a few weeks, and just see what happens. See if you gain any weight or see if you lose any weight. If you gain any weight, well, obviously you need to actually taper that down a little bit, right? And if you don't, well, you're in a maintenance, right? From there, it's simple. If you want to lose weight, once you figure out your maintenance, you eat less than your maintenance. Woo! That's it. End of the video, right? Yeah, no, it's not that simple. See, yeah, you have to eat less than your maintenance and obviously create a deficit. But at the same time, you can't just go extreme and eat like 20 calories a day because you're gonna die. So instead, what you want to do, you want to start with a slight deficit, maybe 300 to 500 calories below that maintenance calorie level. And then from there, just adjust week after week during your weight loss progress. Because obviously, while you're losing weight, since you're going to be a smaller size, your maintenance is going to be resetting and your deficit is going to be getting smaller every time because your maintenance gets smaller, right? So you'll have to increase your deficit slightly while you progress in your diet. But if you maintain that general 300 to 500 deficit, you'll be burning a lot of fat. Trust me, when I started doing this, I was losing about 1.5 pounds per week. That was insane. And you're also going to be able to retain the muscle mass that you already have. So while you're actually losing the weight, most of the weight that you're losing is going to come from fat and not just, the muscle mass that you currently have. That way you actually start shaping and toning your body the way you want, and you don't end up like a smaller, unattractive, sick version of yourself. In my case, when I first started, I used this app that was on the old internet that I hear people know how to use. Apparently, they're not old like me. And it was a free app, and I'm pretty sure it's still out there. It's called Lose It. And by the way, no, they're not sponsoring me whatsoever. Just an app that I just happened to use 11 years ago. And it was so simple because literally they let you either type in whatever you want, or if the foods that you have these little scan options like these protein bars do, you can just scan it and it will tell you how many calories it has, the proteins, the fats, and the carbs. It even tells you the sodium and all that crap that you don't even need to know right now. And it'll break it down for you. And some of these apps actually let you set a goal, as in you weigh how much right now. Let's say you weigh 200 pounds, and it'll do all of this math initially for you. Now, just take that with a grain of salt. I mean, yeah, while they do give you an estimate of what your calorie intake should be, it could be off. Like I said, you do need to adjust that to your personal. So what I would do is just focus more on the calorie counting side. That app is going to help you know how many calories you eat in a day, how much protein, how much fat, and how many carbs you've eaten every single day. Now, the second thing that I did to help me start losing more weight really fast was adjusting my diet, obviously making smarter choices with the foods that I do have. And I increased my protein to 1 gram per body weight that I currently was. And look, you guys, I did eat relatively healthy. I used to eat a lot of rice, chicken, broccoli, sweet potatoes, but it doesn't mean that you have to eat only those foods. Like I said, as long as you eat your protein needs and you're within your calorie intake, you could eat whatever you want. Now, I don't recommend doing any extreme diets, only eating chicken and broccoli, or only eating pure protein without eating any carbs or fats. I don't recommend any of that. Just have a healthy balance of, protein, fats, and carbs, and monitor your intake and make sure that you're eating at a deficit. Another big tip that I can give you that extremely helped me was starting to work out, starting to lift weights, not just doing cardio. When you start resistance training and you start lifting weights, one, you increase the amount of lean mass that your body has. So if you are looking to get a more toned, lean body, that beach body that every guy and girl wants to get with those lean abs and those nice glutes, well, you need to lift weights. There's no way to do it without lifting weights. And when you increase that lean muscle mass, it actually makes burning fat so much easier, because the more lean muscle that you have, the more calories that you burn at a maintenance. Meaning the more lean muscle that you have, you burn more calories while you're working out, but you also burn more calories throughout the day while you're at work, while you're chilling at home watching TV, while you're sleeping, meaning you're getting more weight loss without even trying more throughout the day. And for me, weight training also had this psychological effect. See, I really fell in love with weight training, honestly. For me, it wasn't something that I saw that I had to do to lose weight or, to achieve my goals. It's something that I always saw as, hey, I get to wake up this morning and go smash at the gym. I get to go hit it. I get to go lift some weights. I get to go release some stress, which ties into my next tip. Try to reduce your stress as much as possible. If you're in a high stress environment, not only is gaining any muscle going to be pretty much impossible, but losing fat also becomes really difficult. And I know that we all live stressful lives, you guys. Look, I'm an attorney. I know what it is to work really long hours. I work 60 hours a week, and I still need to find time to work out in the mornings, work out in the evenings, film these videos, edit these videos, upload them to YouTube, research new ideas. I know it's hard, but you need to prioritize, keeping that stress level down if you want to achieve any significant results. You need to prioritize your sleep, okay? You need to make sure that you're getting 7 to 9 hours every single night, you guys, because honestly, your body recovers while you're sleeping. You gain your muscle mass and you burn the most amount of fat while you're recovering, while you're sleeping. If you don't give your body the opportunity to do that, not only are you stealing yourself from, you're losing gains that you would have had otherwise. You're not going to burn as much fat. Your body's actually going to store more fat. It's going to be more difficult to work out because you're going to be tired. You're going to be lethargic. And then while you're at work, your boss is going to be on you all the time because you're falling asleep. It's not a good time, you guys. Look, just try to make sure that you have time to, get 6. I know I say 7, but at least shoot for 6 to 9 hours. Just put away your electronic devices maybe an hour before. Turn off the TV, avoid any alcohol, especially if you're trying to get into fitness. If, just try to avoid anything that could disrupt your sleep pattern. And finally, the very last thing that I did to help me lose this weight, and I think it was the most important thing, was just stay consistent. Don't give up. Don't get freaked out because you're not losing at a pace that you thought you're going to be losing at. Don't look into extreme diets to try to lose this weight quickly, because I'm going to let you in on a secret. Fad diets do not work. When you lose weight improperly, not only are you going to lose a lot of muscle mass, I guarantee you that any weight that you do lose, in the next 5 years, you'll end up gaining all that and even more weight. If you do things properly, slowly, and you stay consistent, not only will you achieve the best results possible, you'll lose the weight and you'll keep it off, which is more important, you guys. Hey, you guys, I really hope you like this video. If you do and you find this entertaining and informative, please smash that like button down below for the YouTube algorithm and hit that subscribe button. That way I know that you guys like these videos and I can make more videos for you guys. Till next time, you guys, have a great one.